Welcome back, whiskey lovers. It's day 6 of the Texas Whiskey Advent Calendar. I'm Manolito, and this is Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, Coffee. And today I have Crowded Barrel Eleanor 1866. So Eleanor is a bourbon whiskey that Crowded Barrel Whiskey Company has been putting out for a couple years now. What's really awesome about this series is that each bottle, starting from the first bottle, is a story about Eleanor. So there's this little couple paragraph story or a couple paragraphs to the story on each bottle. So as you go from bottle to bottle, you can read the story. They also do it on their website, which is cool. So you don't have to have every bottle in order to read the story. You can just go to the website and read the story. So this one right here is the Eleanor 1866. Now on the bottle it does say 1865 on the label, but it's actually the 1866 edition of Eleanor. So I think it's like their 6th release or something to that effect. They do source from MGP, so this is an MGP bourbon, but they do some aging in Texas, and they release barrels. So this is basically it's a single barrel release, even though they don't list it as that. But each barrel represents a batch of Eleanor. They are completely open about everything. If you go on their website, you'll see the mash bill. It's like 75% corn, 21% rye, and 4% malted barley, and I believe they're all the same mash bill. They also put here on the side of the bottle that this has been aged for 42 months. It's 57.3 ABV, so 114.6 proof. It is chapter 6, so it does say chapter 6 here. And this is bottle number 25. It's a 750 milliliter bottle. I like the cool little shape of the bottle. Got the little metal piece here. It's very, very completely transparent about their process. Anybody that follows the Whiskey Tribe and the Whiskey Vault, you'll know how open they are and how they feel about transparency. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, smell it, taste it. So there's, in the glass, got a nice amber to dark amber type color there. Nice long legs on this one. I don't believe they do any kind of filtration, or at least like chill filtering, that type of thing. I'm sure they filter out the charcoal bits that are left in the barrel. But yeah, nice medium to long legs on that. So the nose, it's you get the bourbon notes on here. So there's a slight alcohol burn. Actually, not bad for being 114 proof. So you can actually take a good breath of this. Light brown sugar. It's a little floral. Not sweet. Doesn't smell sweet at all. But you can smell that or smell brown sugar. Not that there's brown sugar in here, but it gives a kind of a smell of like a light brown sugar. It smells nice. Let's go ahead and taste this. Cheers. Coats the mouth very nicely. It's real like creamy and savory at the same time. So not savory like meat or anything like that. It's just It's like you've eaten into a real, like a decadent dessert. It's not sweet like a dessert, but it's just kind of creamy mouthfeel. Very nice. So you got a little bit of black pepper. There's a little bit of caramel sweetness, a slight rye spice, honey on the nose, or not on the nose, on the taste. Going back to the nose, pretty much stayed the same there. Take another sip. The finish is medium to long, headed more towards a long finish. Keep looking at that because the legs are it's just like really sticking to the glass. There's a slight sweetness as it's going over the tongue, with a little bit of pepper spice and like a buttercream finish. Real, just creamy and almost molasses like. Not molasses in taste, but just the texture. It's not quite as thick as molasses or syrup, but it just reminds you of that as it's finishing, and it's a nice finish. So I really like. I wish I could own every chapter of Eleanor. Unfortunately, they only have a certain amount. You can only get them at the distillery. They don't have distribution outside the distillery. But if you ever get a chance to go by the Crowded Barrel or the Fang and Feather is their tasting room, definitely make a stop there. Sometimes you'll see Daniel or Rex there. Some of the other people from the channel. It's a really cool place to visit, cool place to have a drink, and pick up a really good bottle of bourbon. So that's going to be it for today. Hope to see you guys on the next one. I want to wish everybody happy holidays and cheers.